football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying on it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So here is the Tennessee offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right
there he goes. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Volunteer! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. And the misconnection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, you get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
Man, third and long, and this defense is thinking pass, pass, pass. Offense, nice job. They sneak a run in there, kind of catch them off guard. Quarterback keeps the football, gets some yardage, and now makes this fourth down.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woollyhead. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive moving quickly to the line.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early goal. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Let me find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. These corners going to give them some space. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Skips away from pressure. Got his man on the right.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. It's a much-needed life in this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. To the air on first down. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Barnes. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. Oh, what a move. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown Volunteer. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He's got it on the outside. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Off play action on first down. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Got it behind the line. It's high.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That's caught. It's high. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Catch in the middle. It's high. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Rides the back on the option to give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. This crowd knows when to bring it. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I know they put up really good numbers. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. And I'm a Vols fan. I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 17 over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window is going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, a fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Willihan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try the right side. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback's got the first. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Rebels are on the move. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
And as As a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And running the option is so important for that quarterback, man. Making the right decision. Nice job sucking the defense in, pitching the football, and then look at that. The extra yards, he gets the rest. Nice third down conversion.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The give on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right, but how do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.